welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I will be sharing with you my May favorites. So I decided to divide my favorites into one for like body, so like your skincare, and then also one for the mind, because I think during this like self-isolations and a lot of lockdowns, I've found that I'm drawn to, aside from like, you know, obsessing over skincare, but I'm also more into like self-development and a lot of like meditation and etc. as well, because I feel like I have to it's quite a stressful time. I am used to working all the time and I'm not working, so it's very much about me trying to make sure that I'm staying sane and keep in check my mental health condition as well. I'm gonna start with my skincare favorites first, and then I'll move on to the mind favorite after. So the first one that I'll be talking about is the Sohwasu, the First Care Activating Serum. So I purchased this like literally before everything went crazy in lockdown. Basically a prepping serum. It's to be used straight after your cleansing step, and it helps to nourish and get your skin prep and ready for your other skincare products like your other serum, your moisturizer, etc. And it has 5 combinations of Korean traditional herbs as well. So basically this is like very much based on like traditional medicine, and they've made it into like modern, which is what I think the whole Sohwasu philosophy is. And what I have been finding that I've been reaching out for this pretty much every single day. So this is a staple in my morning routine. I just keep grabbing onto it, and I really enjoy, first of all, I really enjoy the light texture of it. I literally just cleanse my face and I use my toner, and then I go straight for this as my essence. I basically just do like 2 pumps of the products and just tap it onto the skin. Like I said, I like the light texture, and it's also really fast absorbing, so you're not waiting for it, like it doesn't sit on your skin and you wait for it until you put on the next. Like literally it absorbs and you just continue with your skincare routine. What I also love is it has fragrance in there. I do have to let you know, but I personally don't have any issues with fragrances, so I really enjoy the really subtle, really fresh scent that this one actually has. Another thing that I've realized as well, I always have vitamin C serum in my day routine. I've just recently incorporated a vitamin C in my PM, but I always have vitamin C in my AM routine. And what I found with the Sohwasu is that it helps to increase the efficacy of your other products. And even though my vitamin C that I was using is quite a lower percentage of vitamin C, so it was like a 50%, but I still see the results in that I have a more even skin tone. I've got a few breakouts throughout the isolations, but the pigmentation's gone quite quickly. I mean, you know, you never know. The vitamin C serum that I'm using, it is a good one, but I also think that this Sohwasu First Activating Serum really helps to increase the efficiency of that serum as well, which is why these ones I've been really enjoying. This is the first Sohwasu products that I ever try. It's definitely have given me a really positive impression of the brand, so I will definitely look into more of their other products as well very soon. So that's the first one. The second one that I have on my list is actually the L'Occitane Immortelle Reset Eye Serum. So if you're familiar with the L'Occitane Reset Serum, Overnight Reset Serum, which is sort of, actually it is its function similar to the Sohwasu First Care Activating Serum. So I actually use the Overnight Reset Serum as my PM activating serum in my routine. But this is actually the newer launch, which is the eye serum. It has the same 3 ingredients as the Overnight Reset Serum. So it has the Immortelle Essential Oil, oil, it has the acmella extract and marjoram extract, which actually the three works as a synergy to basically awaken your skin. So I love the tagline for the eye reset serum, which is like, you can feel tired but you don't have to look tired. And I literally the reason why I love this, I am so impressed by I am testing the limit of this serum throughout this isolation, because I've been staying up quite late, you know, watching YouTube or watching, like, do some Netflix binge, and I would put this on before I go to bed, and my skin and my eye area the next morning, it looks normal. Usually I would get a lot of puffiness, a lot of there's a bit of dark circles started to come, like, very slowly now. It comes with age, but I feel like with the use of this, it has been so good, and my eye area has been looking really fresh, even though I'm not sleeping the night before. Like, I literally been sleeping like 3-4 a.m., which is really bad because I'm going back to work really soon, so I have to like readjust my sleeping pattern. But this has been a tremendous help, so if you're interested to try. Oh, and another thing that I love about this serum is also fragrance free as well. I feel like for around the eye area, the least amount of ingredients the better. So the fact that this is fragrance free is also really good. It has a little bit of caffeine, which is I think what helps with the puffiness as well. It helps to generate like circulation. So I think overall this is like my current go-to PM routine eye serum. The next one that I'll be sharing with you is actually a face oil. It is the Biossance Squalane and Vitamin C Rose Oil. The weather has been quite cold, like it's been cold lately, and sometimes in Melbourne, because it's already quite dry here in Australia, when it's cold it's actually really dry and the wind is actually quite strong, and my skins just feel very like dehydrated and tight and not very comfortable. So I've decided to I've added oil into my PM routine. I either mix it with my moisturizer or just layer it before my moisturizer after my serum, and this has been the one that I reach out for throughout this month the most. Number one reason, I think I love the light texture of it. It absorb super quickly. The scent of the very subtle scent of the rose is really relaxing for me, and it's been really a staple because I feel like it has squalane as the main ingredient, the squalane oil, because our skin produce squalene naturally. I think they recognize the squalane, so it just sort of like takes it in and just hydrates and plump your skin. So I think this is has to be my most favorite product from Biossance. Out of the three that I've tried so far, this is my most favorite. This is definitely a holy grail for me. I think I would always repurchase this Biossance Squalane oil as well. So this has been what I've been reaching out for the month. So that one is that. The reason why I say is for the month, because normally I have the L'Occitane Divine Youth Oil, which is also a holy grail, and I love that face oil. But for right now, I've actually been reaching out for this a lot more. I think it's because it's not as I feel the youth oil is a little bit more richer in terms of there's a little bit more ingredients that are more nourishing as well. So I think I would save the Divine Youth Oil for a little bit later on, like literally mid-winter. For now, because sometimes there's still a bit of sun, this actually been really comforting for the time being. So that one there. The last of the skincare that I have been loving is actually a face mist. So it's the Omorovicza oh, can you see that one? So the Omorovicza's Queen of Hungary mist. So this face mist is actually inspired by the Queen of Hungary water, which is actually known to be the world's first recorded fragrance. It has a mix of neroli and rose as well. It's basically, you can use it as your, like, you know, pick me up whenever you like, or you can use it as your toner after your cleansing. But the reason why I actually purchased this for traveling purposes last time when I was traveling, but you know, we're no longer traveling, so I've decided I'm still gonna use it up. I don't want to waste it, so I've been putting it next to my desk, which is like super reachable for me anytime I'm near my computer. So every time I'm like editing or watching videos or whatever throughout the day, I would just spritz this on. What I love about these one, the mist that comes out, it's super fine, and the scent is very calming, very refreshing. So I've been reaching out for this, and it's been really good because my skin, like I said, the winter weather, so the skin's been feeling quite dehydrated. So these ones actually have been a really good pick-me-up throughout the day as well. Okay, so the next one will be focusing on the mind. So this has been a month of many challenges, I think, for a lot of people. So for me personally, I think mental health is something that I put a priority to, aside from like, you know, actual like physical health as well. So I have three kind of May favorite for in terms of like for taking care of my mental health, for keeping me calm, keeping me sane. So I'm gonna start the first one with, oh, I can show you on my phone, with Headspace. I don't know if you can see, but Headspace is basically a guided meditation app that you can download. They do have like a free trial, but yeah, I know that this is a paid app as well if you want to go deeper into your meditation practices. In the past, I've been meditating basically using like whatever music, calming music I can find on Spotify, but I feel that in this sort of days lately, I wanted something that is a bit more like a guided meditation, something that's a little bit more structured. So I've been trying Headspace, and I have been enjoying it really a lot, and it keeps me on track because they let you know how you go, how many like streak you have, like how many sessions you've done in a day. So it gives you motivation to kind of keep going and do your morning meditation as part of your routine. So been really enjoying that. So that's number one in my May favorite. It's definitely the Headspace app. The next favorite is actually candle. I think scent is definitely the biggest part of, you know, keeping you calm and relaxed. So I basically have been burning this it's Bath and Body Works aromatherapy stress relief a eucalyptus and spearmint scented candle. So this is actually the old packaging. They've recently repacked this line, so it looks a little bit different, but it's pretty much have the same scent. It's a 3-week candle, and what I like about Bath and Body Works candles, they're actually really affordable. I believe this is like around $40 something here in Australia. So it lasts for a very long time, and the scent itself, it is very strong. So I normally use this because it's like a big one. I would burn it in my living room, and the whole apartment actually smells like eucalyptus and spearmint. But because my parents are here at the moment, I take my candles into my room, and I'm kind of glad that I've been burning this one because my entire room, it's quite a small room, so the scent becomes quite strong, and I burn it like say the night before. The next morning throughout the day, I would still have the scent lingering in the room as well, which is I found that really relaxing, and the scent is really calming. And there's something about like a fresh eucalyptus and mint scent that's very, I don't know, like just very comforting for me. Maybe because eucalyptus is like a famous essential oil for here in Australia, so because we've got a lot of eucalyptus trees, so it kind of reminds me of you know, being back when I used to go to school a little bit further away from the city. It's kind of near the beach, but it's also near like a little bit of forestry area, so it has a lot of eucalyptus trees there. So the scent of that kind of reminds me, the sense of this reminds me of that, which is a very positive experience for me throughout me growing up here in Melbourne. So this has been a really good candle. I want to look more into the aromatherapy range as well from Bath and Body Works candles, because there's actually quite a lot of scent. So I think I'm going to be purchasing a little bit more than a little bit later on, once we can all go back into stores, because I think with candle you really need to smell it to see whether you like the scent or not. So these ones at the moment is the one that I've been burning throughout this month, and it has been an anti-stress candle for me. So the last thing that I want to share with you is a book. So it's a book by Mark Nepo, and it's called The Book of Awakening. So I purchased this a while back because it was I'm pretty sure it was featured in like Oprah Winfrey show, either its show or her book club. So I'm a huge fan of Oprah Winfrey, but I found that this book has been such a great help for me in terms of like keeping up with checking up on my mental health. So these ones, basically it's a book that has 365, so there's like it's a daily I would say daily reflections. So there's like a little bit of short stories, and it gives you the date, so like April 4th, April 5th, and so on. So every day you just find the day of the month that you are in at the moment. So at the moment we're on the May 28th as I'm recording this. So so this is actually then it'll give you so today the day's topic and a little bit of a short story. And what I like about it, apart from the inspirational stories, it also gives you like an exercise at the end, whether it's like a breathing exercise or just to stay, like, you know, it's telling you to meditate or it's telling you to stay still. I usually read this before I go to bed, and because it's daily and it's shorter, it's definitely very it's easier to digest for me, and I get to do it every night, and it becomes like a routine. So this has been a really good book that sort of helps me break down my day, break down my thoughts, and it's definitely really helpful, especially during these times of uncertainty and stress. This has been a really good daily inspiration and daily mental exercise that have been truly helpful. So definitely highly recommending this as well for everyone out there who is in need of something that will inspire and also will kind of like a little bit triggering a little bit of self-love in your everyday as well. So that one, so it's Mark Nepo, The Book of Awakening. Wow, I went through that really quickly, but hopefully that wasn't like I wasn't mumbling. I'm giving you enough information as to why I've been loving all these things in my, like, both my skincare as well as non-skincare item as well. How has May been for you guys? Make sure share with me, leave the comments down below. I hope everyone, wherever you are, make sure you stay safe and stay healthy. And yeah, and just keep the positive vibes, keep sending positive energies to everyone, and we're all will go through this together for sure. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.